Welcome back, art enthusiasts, and welcome, children. Today, we delve into the haunting masterpiece by Paul Delaroche, The Children of Edward IV. Quite unusual to associate haunting with this, isn't it? Not as much as you'd think, though. This painting unveils a dark chapter in history that remains a poignant and unsolved mystery. A possible murderous mystery. As we gaze upon this captivating artwork, let's delve into the historical context and the significance behind the emotional portrayal of the young princes. The Children of Edward IV, or The Children of Edward, is a famous painting by Paul Delaroche, completed in 1830. It depicts a poignant and heart-wrenching moment from history, showing the two young sons of King Edward IV of England, Edward V, and his brother Richard, Duke of York, who are famously known as the Princes in the Tower. The painting captures the moment of their discovery in the Tower of London after they mysteriously disappeared and were presumed murdered. But for us to understand the painting better, let's jump back more than 500 years ago. After the death of their father, Edward IV, they found themselves caught in a brutal power struggle known as the Wars of the Roses. The Wars of the Roses was a string of dynasty civil wars whose ferocity and civic unrest came before the Tudors' powerful rule. The wars, which are fought for the English crown between the houses of Lancaster and York, were dubbed many years later after their fictitious badges of the opposing sides, the White Rose of York and the Red Rose of Lancaster. In 1483, these innocent young princes were taken to the Tower of London by their uncle Richard, Duke of Gloucester, who later became King Richard III. Their fate, shrouded in mystery, has haunted historians and art enthusiasts alike for centuries. Anyway, the artist Paul Delaroche was renowned for his ability to portray emotion with extraordinary detail. In The Children of Edward IV, he captures the innocence, vulnerability, and fear in the young faces, which tugs at the heartstrings of viewers even to this day. Delaroche's painting exudes a profound sense of tragedy and grief. The two young princes are depicted with a delicate and innocent aura, emphasizing their vulnerability in the face of a ruthless political landscape. Their tender age and the knowledge of their tragic fate evoke a strong emotional response from viewers. The disappearance of the princes and the ambiguity surrounding their fate are central themes in the painting. Delaroche skillfully captures the uncertainty of their last moments, leaving viewers to ponder the circumstances and who may have been responsible for their untimely demise. Aside from that, Delaroche was known for his meticulous research and historical accuracy in his paintings. He aimed to recreate significant historical events with precise attention to detail, including the architecture and clothing of the period. Such precision can be seen in the minute details in the painting: the walls, the designs, the clothes, and even the book. Just look at that book. It's even got medieval details in it. The tragic tale of the Children of Edward IV represents the darker side of human ambition, political intrigue, and the abuse of power. Delaroche's brushstrokes amplify the sorrow of their final moments, forever immortalizing their fate. The Children of Edward IV reflects the tumultuous political landscape of the Wars of the Roses in England during the 15th century. The painting serves as a reminder of the dark side of power struggles within royal families and how the innocent can become victims of political ambition. By focusing on the innocence and vulnerability of these young princes, Delaroche elicits sympathy and pathos from the viewers. The painting evokes strong emotions, particularly feelings of sympathy and sorrow for the young boys. Delaroche's artistic skill in capturing emotion through facial expressions and body language adds to the painting's symbolic power. The emotional impact of the painting is heightened as the tragic fate of these young heirs to the throne becomes more apparent. The unanswered questions surrounding the disappearance of the young princes have led to numerous theories and debates. Some believe they were murdered, while others speculate about their possible escape. Traditionally, it has been believed that the two young royalties have been murdered in cold blood, most probably attributed to a scene in Shakespeare's play Richard III. My goodness, Shakespeare again. Delaroche's painting serves as an artistic reflection of history, allowing us to explore the depths of human emotions and their complexities of power dynamics. Delaroche is associated with the Romanticism movement, which often sought to evoke strong emotions and deep connections with historical events. The Children of Edward IV embodies the romantic ideals of passion, melancholy, and fascination with the past. The painting is also rich in symbolism, including the use of light and shadows to represent hope and despair, respectively. The two young boys, Edward and Richard, are portrayed as innocent and vulnerable figures. They are shown in a state of helplessness, emphasizing their tragic fate. This innocence symbolizes their status as young children caught in the political intrigue and power struggles of the time. The painting portrays a moment frozen in time, capturing the brief period before the boys' lives were dramatically altered. Delaroche's meticulous attention to detail in their clothing, facial expressions, and surroundings adds a sense of realism and poignancy to the work. The Tower of London itself also becomes a symbol of both confinement and the menacing forces of political ambition. The Children of Edward IV is not merely a depiction of the past, but a reminder of the consequences of unchecked ambition and the tragic impact on innocent lives. The painting hints at the political ambitions and intrigue that led to the disappearance of the princes. The question of who was responsible for their fate remains unresolved, and the painting's symbolic elements emphasize the potential betrayal and treachery that existed within the royal court. Moreover, the painting symbolizes the fragility of the monarchy and the potential dangers faced by royal heirs during times of political instability. The fate of Edward V and Richard serves as a cautionary tale about the uncertainties and dangers that surround power and succession. In conclusion, Paul Delaroche's The Children of Edward IV is a powerful and evocative painting that captures a tragic moment from history. By portraying the two young princes with sensitivity and attention to historical accuracy, Delaroche invites viewers to reflect on the complexities of power, the vulnerability of innocence, and the enduring impact of historical events on the human psyche.